Namaste, dear students. I hope you are ready with your learning materials like English your textbook, notebook, pen and pencil. So, first of all, I want to welcome you to our English class of grade 10. Are you ready with your materials? Good. If so, we are going to start our new lesson today. And can you tell me what is the unit? Yes, you are right. We are in Unit 6 and it is our last class of Unit 6. So, can you tell me what are we going to learn today? Don't worry, we are going to learn something new under Grammar 2 and Writing 2. So, is it interesting to you? Yes, it's interesting to you. So, all of you be ready for it. Are you ready? Now you can turn to the pages of your textbook also. So have you turned? Good job. Have you seen their grammar too? Well, now what do you see there under grammar 2? All of you read it once in A. Yes, the instruction is here and it says to us that choose the correct time expressions in the sentences below. Dear students, we are going to practice some aspects, okay, of tense. You will know about later, and now we are just going to talk about C, time expressions. In the brackets you can see already, now, last, this and some other words, okay. So before choosing, you have to be familiar with the given sentences. Now all of you read these sentences once. Okay, let's read it together. A. The boys are playing cricket. Now, your job is to choose whether there should be already or now. Okay. B. The doctors are preparing a report for their most important patient. Now, your job is last or this. You have to choose week. Okay. C. The students are preparing for a test. Now, the options are at the moment, usually. Next, D. The options are given in the beginning of the sentence. They are currently or sometimes. The economists are working on the country's financial crisis. You can say financial or financial, both pronunciations correct, okay? E. Susan is playing tennis with Tim. What do you choose here, now or then? Next, what are you doing this or next afternoon? Likewise, number G. My teacher is helping us with maths problem that morning or this morning. H. The guard is ringing the bell now or soon. It's time to go. I. She is still or yet mowing the lawn. Dear students, this is your first task and you have to just choose the correct time expressions for the given sentences. Now you all start doing now. A. The boys are playing cricket. Now choose it. I hope you have finished. B. The doctors are preparing a report for their most important patient week, last or this. I hope you have chosen. C. The students are preparing for a test at the moment or usually. I hope you have done it. Next. Currently or sometimes the economists are working on the country's financial crisis. Great, you have done it. E. Susan is playing tennis with Tom. Now or then. Well done, you have done it. F. What are you doing this afternoon or next afternoon? Have you finished? Good job. G. My teacher is helping us with maths problem that morning or this morning. Please choose it. Okay. Next, the guard is ringing the bell now or soon. It's time to go. Have you finished? Good. Now the last one for this task is she is still moving the lawn or she is yet mowing the lawn. Which one is correct? Okay, I hope you might have chosen all the options. Now we are going to discuss whether you are right or wrong. So now can you tell me loudly what you have chosen for A. The boys are playing cricket already or the boys are playing cricket now. what is the correct time expression that you have chosen for this sentence? What is it? Okay, let me check. It is now. So can you tell me why now? Okay, don't worry, I will tell you. See, the boys are playing cricket. It means that this action is taking place at the time of speaking, okay? You are speaking and at the same time, this action is taking place. So what is the action here? Yes, the action is playing cricket. That's why we have to choose now, okay? Good job. Next one, B. The doctors are preparing a report for their most important patient. So what is it? Last or this week? Now, you have to be very careful. Look at this structure. The doctors are preparing. Which aspect of this tense is this? Yes, this is present tense, and under present tense, this is present continuous tense. See, auxiliary verb are and main verb preparing. It means that again it's going on, it's taking place. Okay, that's why your answer should be last or this. All of you tell me. Okay, the correct time expression for this sentence is this week, because last, if you choose their last, it indicates past time. Okay, that's why it's not right. Is it clear to you? Good. Now see, the students are preparing for a test. Now, at the moment or usually, what do you choose? What do you say? All right, here should be at the moment. While we are expressing the action that is taking place, at that time, this time expression is suitable. If we use usually, we use usually to express for simple present tense. Okay, that action takes place frequently. Okay, usually. Now the correct one is at the moment. Good job. Now D. Currently, sometimes the economists are working on the country's financial crisis. So what do you think is the correct time expression here? Currently or sometimes? Yes, you are right. Currently. Now see, this is recent activity, but that's going on. Okay, recent activity, recent action, but it is going on, it is carrying on. Okay, so you have to write down currently the economists are working on the country's financial crisis. Is it clear to you? Good. I suggest you to note down these all ideas in your notebook. E. Susan is playing tennis with Tim. Now or then? See, for our present action going on, so you have to now. Okay. F. What are you doing this afternoon or next afternoon? See, if it is next afternoon, we can use simple future tense. Okay. Now here you can choose. The correct time expression is this. What are you doing this afternoon? All right. Now next one. G. My teacher is helping us with maths problem that morning or this morning. See, that indicates here past tense. Okay. So it's better to choose here this morning. It means that it's going to take place very soon. All right. Now next H, the guard is ringing the bell now soon. It's time to go. So what do you think? See, the bell is ringing. It means that the time is over and then we can go now. Okay. So what do you choose here? Now or soon? Yes, no doubt. The correct time expression here is now. The guard is ringing the bell, ting tong, it means that the time is over and we can go out. Is it clear to you? Good job. Now the last one is she is still at mowing the lawn. Which one is correct? Yes, you are right. The time expression is still. It shows that action takes place, but it is still continuing, not finished. Okay, it's going on. So for this sense, you have to choose still. Is it clear to you? So it means that it is whether left to finish or whether left to start. Okay. Dear students, from this task, what do you understand? Yes, you are right. See, we use these sort of time expressions like now, this, at the moment, currently, now again, this, now, still, these time expressions are used to express the actions happening at the time of speaking, or it means that when you use present continuous tense at that time, you should use these time expressions. Is it clear to you? Yes, these time expressions indicate that the action is taking place, the action is going on. So, don't forget to use these time expressions while expressing any action that is going on. Is it clear, all of you? Good. If so, again, we have another task. Can you guess what is it? Yes, it is given in B, and the instruction says to us, you have to read this instruction very clearly. See, right now, if the sentence uses present continuous for action at the moment, around if action is around the current moment, or future if the action is scheduled for future. Dear students, you have to be careful for three things. If that action is taking place, then you have to write down now, okay, after this sentence. But if that action is taking place around the time of speaking, not exactly right now, it can be maybe after half an hour, maybe 1 hour, or maybe around like that one, you have to write down around. And if the sentence clearly says, although there is the use of present continuous structure, if that says us the action takes place in the future, at that time you have to use future. So are you clear with the instruction? Good. If so, now let's read the sentences with me together, and at the same time try to write down now or around or future. Okay, let's begin. A. The local governments are announcing their policies this month. Okay. B. I think Mr. Rai is taking class at the moment. C. We are meeting with Nabina later today. D. I'm looking for a new job currently. E. We are organizing a program on Wednesday. F. They are coming home right now. G. Mom is making dinner for us tonight. H. I am sorry, I don't have time. I am attending a meeting. And the last one is, she is looking for a new home as she has sold the old one. Now, your job to write any one of the time indications like now or around or future. Let's start. The local governments are announcing their policies this month. Write down whether there should be now or around or future. I hope you have finished it. B. I think Mr. Rai is taking class at the moment. Please write down again now or around or future. I hope you have done it. C. We are meeting with Nabina later today. Okay, write down. Good. D. I am looking for a new job currently. Write down, please. Good. E. We are organizing a program on Wednesday. Finished? Good job. F. They are coming home right now. Please write down. Good. G. Mom is making dinner for us tonight. Have you written? Good. H. I am sorry, I don't have time. I am attending a meeting. Please write down again. Done? Good job. Now the last one is, she is looking for a new home as she has sold the old one. So what is it? Now or around or future? I hope you have done the work. Now it's time for discussing. Okay. So can you tell me now for A, the local governments are announcing their policies this month. What is it? Is it now or around or future? What did you write? Okay, tell me once again. Well, let me check. Now, future. See, this month. This month means it can be tomorrow, it can be after 5 days, it can be after 20th of this month, So you can write down here future. All right? Is it clear? This month. And don't forget, here the structure is present continuous tense. Auxiliary verb plus, let's say, main verb, present participle. So can you tell me the structure of present continuous tense? All right, that is subject plus auxiliary verb. You can say is, am, are, or you can say be verb plus present participle. Present participle in simple word in our local term you can understand as verb 4. Okay, and see, this action is taking place in this future but not at the time of speaking. That's why you can write down here future. Is the concept clear to you? Good. If so, let's come to B. I think Mr. Rai is taking class at the moment. Now, what does it mean? Does it mean now or around or future? What do you think? Let me check whether you are right or wrong. See, it is now. Now, at the moment. Look at this term, at the moment. Time expression indicates that action is taking place at the time of speaking. See, for example, I am teaching you. You are listening to me. See, action taking place at the time of speaking, and this action also takes place at the time of speaking. I think Mr. Rai is taking class at the moment. Now, Mr. Rai is teaching, so you have to write down now. Is it clear to you again? All right. If so, see, we are meeting with Nabina later today. So what do you guess? Which one is the correct answer here? Now or around or future? All of you tell me once again. All right, let me check whether you are right or wrong. See, it is around. Can you tell me why? See, we are meeting with Nabina later today. It means that later. It can be after 10 minutes. It can be after 30 minutes. It can be after even 2 hours. See, there is not any surety. That's why it is taking place around the moment, around this time. That's why you can write down around. Have you got me? Good. Then D. I am looking for a new job currently. So what do you think? Now or around or future? So once again, let me check. See, again around. See, currently, yes, but it is yesterday also. Yesterday also, for example, I am looking for the job. Today also I am looking for the job. Tomorrow also I am looking for the job. Until and unless I get the job, I am looking for the job. Okay. So this action takes place continuously. Yesterday also, today also, it can take tomorrow also. So it is around the time of speaking. That's why you have to write down here around. Is it clear? Good job. Now E. We are organizing a program on Wednesday. So what is right answer here? Now or around or future? Tell me once again. Okay, your answer should be future. See, we are organizing a program on Wednesday. It means that the program is fixed and it is going to take place very soon. Okay, maybe today it can be Sunday, it can be Monday, it can be Tuesday. The program is fixed to take place on Wednesday. That's why you have to write down future. So it means you have to understand at the same time that if future action is already scheduled, already fixed, already decided to take place, at that time we can express using present continuous tense. Is it clear to you? Well done. Now F. They are coming home right now. Understand time expression right now. It means now at the time of speaking or around the time of speaking or in the future of speaking. What do you think? See, right now you are 100% correct. It is now taking place at the time of speaking. Clear? Good job. Next, G. Mom is making dinner for us tonight. Do you know the meaning of tonight? Tonight means today's evening, okay? Today's evening, your meal time. And this sentence says, Mom is making dinner, meal for us in the evening. In the evening means in the dark time, okay? Maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, So what can be the correct option here? now or around or future? All right, let me show you the right answer. It is around. Why around? You can speak it maybe around 5 o'clock. If you say 5 o'clock, this expression, mom is making dinner for us tonight. If you say in the evening, it can be around. Okay, but if you express this idea in the morning, then it can be future. So you have to be clear, okay, based on the situation. When you express this let's say idea, then you can write down around or future for this one. All right, so it can be 5 o'clock, for example, so I write here around. So if you think that it is in the morning, then you can write down future, no problem. Next, I am sorry, I don't have time, I am attending a meeting. So what is it? Now, around, or future? What is it? Okay, let me show you the right answer. Now, see, he says, I am sorry, or she says, I am sorry, I don't have time, I am attending a meeting. Means this meeting is taking place, meeting is going on. That's why it is happening at the time of speaking. Are you clear with this idea? Good. Now, the last one for this task is I. She is looking for a new home as she has sold the old one. Now, she is searching new house. Okay. Why? Because she has sold her old one, old house. So, what can be the correct answer here? Now or around or future? Yes, it should be around. She has already sold, and yesterday also searching, today also searching, tomorrow also searching, until she finds the house, new house. Okay. So, it is around at the time of speaking, around the time of speaking. That's why you have to write down here around. Dear students, I hope you might have got the ideas from these two tasks. Is that present continuous tense is used to express the action that is taking place at the time of speaking or around the time of speaking. Two things. And one thing is that if the future action is scheduled, if the future event is fixed and that is going to take place soon, you have to express using present continuous tense. I hope you might have written down these ideas, situations in your notebook. Now, again we are going to do another task on the grammar too, okay? And here you have to do, see, the instruction says to us, complete the text below with the correct form of the verb given in the brackets. And in this case, you should not be based only on present continuous tense. According to the situation, you can use any aspect of the tense, okay? So let's begin then. Why is Neelam smiling? It sounds like an easy question. C. What is the correct form of verb here? Please write down. A. Good time with friends. And C. Again, what is the correct form of verb? Of feel. You have to write down. Good after a good shot. But psychologists often, and verb is given in the brackets here, argue. So what form of verb is correct here? Please write down here. About this question, some believe that smiling is an individual act. We smile because we feel happy, unless we, again you have to supply the correct form of try here, to hide our emotions. Others claim that we smile to build social relationships. Some animals use a grin to show. Do you know the meaning of grin? Slightly smiling. See, if I do like this, it is grin. This type of smiling, okay? Some animals use a grin to show that they again supply the correct form of verb, not will given here, fight, for example. So first finish this one. I hope you might have finished. Now we have, I have the answers for you, so please check. Now you can write down, why is Neelam smiling? It sounds like an easy question. She is having a good time with friends. And what can be the correct one? She will feel good after a good shot. Okay, this after indicates, future time, and then you can use simple future here. She will feel good after a good shot. Okay, but psychologists often, now psychologists often, so you can understand the expression. Okay, so here you have to use simple present form of the verb. Psychologists often argue about this question. Some believe that smiling is an individual act. We smile because we feel happy, unless what can be the correct? See, this is a general truth type of idea. That's why you can write unless we try to hide our emotions. Others claim that we smile to build social relationships. Some animals use a grin. This is habit of the animals, okay? Some animals use a grin to show that they will not fight. See, this is like habitual action. So for habitual actions, we use simple present tense, okay? That's why we prefer to write here will not fight, for example. Now, the remaining part of this text is here. Again, you have to supply the correct form of the verbs given in the brackets. Let me read it for you. Perhaps our smile serves the same function, so he is right. In one study, researchers filmed people bowling. If you watch people doing a very social activity like this, it looks as if they always, you have to supply here, they stop smiling only when they, again you have to supply here, concentrate is there on their next shot. But when do they start smiling again? After each good shot, the researchers took photographs to identify when the smile starts. While the player, again supply the correct form of verb, look and still, down the alley, or a few seconds later when they turn around to share their happiness with the group. I hope in my reading you might have finished supplying the correct form of verbs. Now let me check it. So what do you write here? Perhaps our smile serves the same function. So who is right? In one study, researchers filmed people bowling. If you watch people doing a very social activity like this, it looks as if they always, what is the correct form of the verb? Yes, it is infinitive form, okay? Root form of the verb. If they always smile, they stop smiling only when they, then what can it be? When they will concentrate on their next thought. See, this next can give us a clue of future action, okay? Next shot. So I prefer to write here will concentrate. But when do they start smiling again? After each good shot, the researchers took photographs to identify when the smile starts. While the player, now what do you write there? Are still looking down the alley, or a few seconds later when they turn around to share their happiness with the group. So dear students, while reading the text, you have to understand the actions when they take place, and you have to supply the correct form of the verbs accordingly. Is that clear to you? Good job. If so, again we have to learn something new under writing too. So can you tell me what is it? Okay, you are right. It is about presenting our opinions. Okay, you can read this instruction first. Nowadays, many Nepali prefer fast foods like noodles, pizza, burger, etc. to typical Nepali foods. This has an adverse effects on their health. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this claim? Write a couple of paragraphs given reasons to support your view. Dear students, you have to understand. I think these days you also like to have noodles. Do you know it? Noodle, chow chow, burger, pizza, these sort of things. And we may not like to have, like bhuteko makai, poleko makai, chiura, these things. Do you know it or not? Typical Nepali foods. We don't like to use that one. Instead, we want to consume fast foods like noodles, pizza, burger. And this instruction says us that these foods, fast foods have very dangerous effects in our body. So do you agree with this saying or disagree with this saying? You can say, yes, I agree. You can say, no, I don't agree. But you have to give your reasons so that I can be or other readers can be convinced with you. Is that clear? So to do this task, I just want to give you some ideas. So for this one, you can see, what type of food is this? Is it Nepali typical food or is it a fast food? What do you think? Fast food, typical Nepali food. What do you think? Okay, let me show you. It is typical Nepali food. Now, what do we get from our typical Nepali foods? Can you tell me now? This is what we call getting ideas. When you get the topic, you have to start thinking that one and your brain starts, thinking. So what do we get from typical Nepali foods? Now you can list down in this way in your sheet of paper, like balanced diet. It is a balanced diet. See, you can find everything here. What do you get? Full of nutrition. What do we get? Carbohydrates. See, we can get carbohydrates from rice, we can get protein from meat and some other items, then we can get minerals, you can find, and then we can find vitamins. So if these all things are supplied to our body, then of course it's a perfect food. So we can find from typical Nepali foods. Dear students, so while writing your ideas, first of all you have to get ideas in your brain. After getting that one, you have to list like this one. You have to enlist your ideas in a sheet of paper. For example, you have enlisted these things in a sheet of paper. Now let's talk about another item. So what type of food is this? Yes, these are fast foods. See, you can find burger, pizza, french fries, and many more things are here. So they are called fast foods. Now what type of effects do we get from these foods? You can list it. First of all, get the ideas and then enlist in your sheet of paper like this. See, we can get these problems in our body, like let's say weight gain, type 2 diabetes, depression, cancer, tooth decay, indigestion, fatigue, heart disease, blood sugar, skin problems, and you can search many more. Okay, you can get many more ideas and you just enlist them in a sheet of paper so that you can write a couple of paragraphs giving your strong reasons. So have you got me? Good job. And at the same time, I hope that you might have written these ideas in your notebook. Now I just want to give you the tips for writing a paragraph. See, simply you can understand, it is just to your information. A paragraph can be taken as a piece of writing in which a central idea is developed with the help of supporting details like reasons, comparative statements, and so on. Okay, this is about paragraph. And in a paragraph, you have to write on there one central idea, single central idea, and you have to write other supporting details. Okay, so now while you are writing a paragraph, please follow these steps so that it will be easier for you to write. 1. Get the ideas related to the topic which I have shown you and I have told you. Then enlist all the ideas in a sheet of paper. You can randomly write them down. So your logics, ideas should not be in a proper order, So you can write one thing here and maybe another idea which can come before this idea can be also at last. While later you develop a draft, at that time you can use. Okay. Next, prepare the first draft. So using these all enlisted ideas, you have to write the first draft. Okay. Then edit the first draft. After writing the first time, you have to check what is mistake there. You have to delete, omit, add, correct, all the things you can do here. That is what we call editing your first draft. And then finally write the paragraph. Now one more thing don't forget is, do not forget that there should be introduction, body and conclusion in your paragraph. Even if you write a single paragraph, in that single paragraph also there should be introduction, body and conclusion. Is it clear to you? If so, good job. I want to show you a paragraph. Okay, here model paragraphs and based on the same instructions. See, I agree with the claim that nowadays many Nepali prefer fast foods like noodles, pizza, burger, etc. to typical Nepali foods. This has an adverse effects on their health. These days people are busy and do not manage their time even for their proper meal. They prefer fast foods thinking that they can manage their time for their works, for which they should not spend much time to prepare their typical Nepali foods. Now you can find the main idea given here is that people are busy. Because of this reason, they are preferring fast foods. Okay. Now, so what can be the problems after consuming fast foods? So you can present your ideas here like this. Many people are suffering from various diseases because of fast foods, which are yummy in taste but dangerous for our health. Okay. Those foods contain the substances to make them tasty, due to which they play the negative roles in our body. Typical Nepali foods can be taken as one of the best balanced diet as we can get all the necessary factors for our body from them, such as carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, and vitamins. In contrast to it, fast foods are the source of disease. People are suffering from various diseases like weight gain, obesity in another word, cancer, fatigue, depression, and so on. So you can add more ideas to support your answer. This is just an example for you, okay? And you can conclude your paragraph in this way. Thus, I strongly suggest anyone to consume typical Nepali foods to avoid and prevent from various diseases which will oblige us to lose our health and wealth. See, if we consume those fast foods and if we suffer from disease, then we will lose our health, okay? Those things will ruin our health, and for our treatment, we have to spend money. We will lose our property also, wealth also. So this is the conclusion. So it means that we have to consume typical Nepali foods. Is the idea clear to you? So don't forget to write it down in your free time at your home. All right. Now, here is a project work. I just want to give you a short idea. What dishes are most commonly prepared during festivals or celebrations in your locality? Draw pictures showing the steps of preparing one of such dishes. Make a presentation in the class. For example, I have shown you example of preparing sel roti. See, first of all, you have to draw the picture, kneading the dough, then sel you can find here in the hot well. Then we have to turn the side so that it becomes, brown or red color like this one. So it means that it is perfectly cooked, and finally sel roti is ready. So you have to make this sort of stepwise pictures of any food item and you have to present in your classroom. Is it clear to you? Good. Now the last one you can do as your self-study. You can find at the end of our unit 6 extra bit. So sometimes we misspell the words. For example, correct spelling of options should be A-B-S-E-N-C. But sometimes people write A-B-S-E-N-S-E. In place of C, people write S-E. So please don't forget to read these correct spellings in your free time at your home. Okay? You can find it at the end of your unit 6. And finally, homework for you. Your home assignment is, suppose there is your English exam tomorrow in your school. Write a paragraph stating what you are doing to prepare for it to obtain a better grade. So here, what we have learned under grammar 2 and writing 2, you have to produce here, okay? Using different aspects of tense, especially here present continuous tense, and then you have to develop the paragraphs also, okay? So you can start your work like this. I have made a study routine for my examination. I am revising all the lessons of English subject. Now you can add your ideas. Have you got it? Good. Now we have come to the end of our today's class. I hope you might have better understood of using present continuous tense and writing couple of paragraphs. It's all for today. Don't forget to practice. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.